When you have more than one Excel workbook open, it's important for you to be able to not only recognize which workbook you're in, but to be able to switch workbooks and put a different one on top. So there's a command for this. It's found on the View tab, and it's the Switch Windows button right over here. So I'll show this to you in my live ribbon up above. So if I go to the View tab, I see the Switch Windows button. When I click on that, it shows me all of the workbooks that I've opened. 1, 2, 3, none, 10 workbooks could be open. Okay? So when you click on that button, it tells you with a check mark which workbook is the active workbook. And if you wanted to switch to another one, let's say this Joseph workbook 1, I click on it, and now I'm in a different workbook altogether. And I can do my edits. You can see this workbook has 3 worksheets in it, and I can spend my time working here, and maybe I end up back at the Home tab. When it's time for me to switch windows, again, I can go to the View tab, click on the Switch Windows button, and go back to a different workbook by clicking on it. So now I'm in the Excel Level 1 Part 1B workbook. Okay, so you find under the Switch Windows button the many workbooks that you have opened. Check mark indicates which one is the active workbook that's on top. I want to reinforce something, that if you do find yourself wanting to switch windows often, it's a regular part. Many of us work with more than one workbook at a time. I'll remind you, you can right-click on that button here and add it to the Quick Access toolbar. Let me demonstrate that. Right-click on Switch Windows, add it to the Quick Access toolbar. So now, when I'm back on the Home tab and I'm doing my regular work, and I want to switch the windows, if I can remember what this button is, and you will remember it if you use it often, you click on that button, and you can then use the drop-down menu to switch between whatever workbooks you want. Click on that button, select the workbook you like on top. So there are other ways of switching windows, but this is a very convenient technique, especially if you put the button on the Quick Access toolbar.